Welcome to Down Under World Denizens, episode 12, the quiz special. I'd like to welcome our regular commentators of Millsy, Wilts, and myself. And I want to start by actually kind of blending two different things. So, cue our brand spanking new segment intro music. And we're going to be talking about a down underrated player. Down underrated player. But here it is. It is that you can pick a particular player for any team, and you can stack a combination of skills on that player at a tournament. So you can have three skills that you can put on the one player.
Coming up, Down Underrated.
Start. I'm actually going to talk about one I came up against. So I was up against a friend of Down Under World Denizens, Matt. He's been on episode 5 talking about the Nonners. Brutal Matt is his NAF name, and I was playing his high elf team, round 4 of the Big Ipswich last year, so his high elves against my vampires. I got to see his roster at the end of game 1, so I had all night to percolate on a game strategy. He had a high elf catcher, and that high elf catcher had dodge, strip ball, and wrestle. And I thought, okay, this player is a ball threat. It's a high elf catcher, movement 8, strength 3, has everything. So my game plan was basically to hunt and seek that player. Turn 1, he set up I was receiving as vampires. So he set up a 2-wall defense to play a screen, put his player back where I couldn't get to it. So that wasn't going to happen for my first turn. Then in his process of rearranging that 2-wall screen for turn 2, that high elf catcher ended up being at the front of the 2-wall screen. So of course I just swung my entire. Actually, I didn't swing the entire play, but I sent out a vampire blitzer with the key goal of hunting down that player, and that was where the blitz came. And unfortunately, first hit on that player, I cased it. And he had no fault. So turn 2 of the game, off it goes. Didn't have a chance to wreak revenge or havoc on my players. I went on to win that game 4, and in fact win the Big Ipswich. So there you go. That I thought it was a very clever play, very powerful player. That's why it was a threat I sweated on, chose to hunt it, and I was very fortunate just to get the armor break and injuries straight away. What about you guys, Millsy? Wilt's got a 3 skill stack on a player you wanna rate?
I've got one very similar. Mine is actually on a down underrated player. I don't know that any high elves are underrated, but I got a Slan Blitzer. Now, Slan Blitzers just cost way too much. Most people don't take them on their rosters. I love them. They come with jump up, but my favorite part is they come with diving tackle. So I've gone down very similar route to the high elf, and I've got wrestle, strip ball, and tackle. Now this guy is on offense, wrestle, strip ball. He'll leap into a cage on a 3+, pop that ball out. The only thing that's going to stop him is a skull. But the third skill I gave him is tackle, and this combines really well with the diving tackle. So diving tackle adds -2 to your dodge away, and the tackle says that you can't use your inbuilt dodge reroll. So I think if I could ever get to 3 skills on a slam blitzer, it'd be wrestle, strip ball, diving, and tackle.
And maybe armbar.
Some armbar.
Armbar is a 4th.
What about you, Wilts? You got a down underrated skill stack on a player?
I've got to go with my heart here on this one. It's my beloved Snotling Pump Wagon. He's already got some cool skills. He's got Dirty Player, Juggernaut, Mighty Blow, and Stand Firm. Just some good toys that are going on there. But one of the coolest combos I've thought of for a Snodling Pump Wagon was what if they had Jump Up and Pile Driver? Because then they could jump up off the ground, blitz somebody into the dirt, and then pile drive on top of them every single turn. And if we're going to go with three skills, why not give him Sneaky Git while we're at it, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
he
yeah,
can do
for
it and get
sure.
away with it.
Yeah.
And Sneaky gets pump wagons don't get agility though, so that would be a double, wouldn't it? That'd be a secondary.
It'd be a double. So Jump Up and Sneaky Git would both be doubles. Pile Drive is single. So
Break
you're
tackle
obviously
would
not
be
going
good
to
on there
take it a
too.
lot of time. Break Tackle would be another good option as well. Yeah. So yeah, but the combo is Jump Up and Pile Driver. With your secret sauce on the side.
The only trouble with that secret
Love.
sauce is just you're going to need some bribes up your sleeve with that player because they got secret weapon. So
Show me a Snotling team that doesn't bring bribes.
This is
fair,
true.
fair. Hey, Wilkes, why don't you give us a bit of a rundown of the play of our Gerbil League, our Gladstone, Emerald, Rocky, and Bundy Blood Bowl League. Where are we up to?
We're technically into round two. We just haven't had a lot of action going on the last couple of weeks. Because there's been a few people out of town for holidays and such, and several of us tripping around the place for such events as Cane Toad Cup. So when are we having a spotlight round for this round? It's
There is a poll that
next
is
weekend.
live. Yeah, there's a poll. No, no, no. Spotlight round is going to be in Gladstone. It's either going to be the 3rd of May or the 10th of May. It's currently up as a poll. And the reason why it's a poll is because, yeah, we're running a couple of weeks late, as you say, Cane Toad Cup. The other one is, of course, we want to clear the decks so that anybody who can get down to the Bundy Cup can get down to the Bundy Cup, which is a pretty good segue. Take us away, Millsy. Bundy Cup.
Yeah, Bundy Cup. As time of recording, I think we're about 4 or 5 days away from our first round of Bundy Cup. It's 26th of April here in Bundy. 4 rounds of beach bowl. Now I've got 3 rounds of this just as a bit of a local comp with the lads around here and anyone that wants to travel up. But I've also been billing it because come November I'm actually having a 2-day, 8-game beach bowl tournament, which is going to be pretty huge. So I'm billing it out there for people to come along and try out their rosters before the big day.
Yeah. How's it going? How's it going getting some local lads along?
Not too well, actually. It's the funniest thing, and coaches and TOs from the world over would probably agree with me on this one. It's easier to get out of towners to come to your event. It's pretty sad that the people that live in your hometown don't necessarily turn up to your events, but we'll see how many we can get, and we'll build it up from there and show everyone how good it was, and hopefully get some more in the next one.
Yeah, we got to build Bundy, got to build Bundy, got to get that Grims Open Blood Bowl League really humming in time for Tournament of Champions next year. But
Yeah, definitely.
moving on to other events, yeah, you lads made it down to Cane Toad Cup. Yeah, why don't you give us a little bit of a rundown about how you went, and I believe you might have an interview up your sleeve.
We have two even.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, I'll give you a rundown of mine. I took my beloved Slan, ummed and ahed about what to take, and do I take a power team? Do I get ready for the ASCs over in New Zealand? And I really took a leaf out of Simon Bond's book when we interviewed him. I said, "Take what you love." So I took my Slan. I did experiment without taking Croxagore. I took 2 Slan Blitzers and just loved it. Loved it. I just fell in love with Slan all over again. I had 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss. Oh my goodness, the very last game, my opponent scored in his turn 16, so I set up for a 1 turn to try and get the win. I thought, well, I'm going to have to try and do this. I'm going to have to try the pushes. I think I can get this. Anyway, he rolled a timeout and the clock ran back. So I raced the ball up with my Slan catcher. He was 7 squares from the end zone, could walk it in, got the front of the cage there, and one re-roll one. to get the back of the cage locked in. Turnover. He gets in there, pops the ball out, just mutilates my guys. So on my very last turn, I don't know how many dice I went through, stood up, jumped here, leapt here, did this, did that. Eventually did a one die block onto one of his, what was he taking? He had corn lineman, pushed it onto the ball, and the ball landed in between a Bloodseeker and the blood spawn. So I leapt up, stood up with my slant catcher, leapt into the 2 tackle zones, picked the ball up, handed it off to a lineman in 3 tackle zones who caught it, who then leapt over the blood spawn, got the leap. He dodged away, got the leap, got the dodge, and then on his first go for it, I had to do 2 into the end zone. First go for it, rolled a 1. Said, no, don't worry, this is my guy that I gave pro to. Rolled the pro worked, and re-rolled it into a 1. But yeah, what could have
So
been? What could have
close.
been? Yeah, it was monumental.
Oh no.
So I would have got 3 wins out of that, but obviously I took the draw and happy with the draw. Like it was lucky to get that the clock to wind back, but what could have been.
How about yourself, Wilts?
How'd you go, Wilts?
Pretty well. I did take the Chaos again just to give them a bit more of an outing. I did end up taking an Ogre instead of my Minotaur. Always feels a bit odd not taking Minotaur and having the big boy running around. But taking a different big boy because I wanted to give him guard and have him stand on the line. And the Ogre was remarkably well behaved. He actually managed to pass all but 4 bonehead rolls for the entire weekend. It's just that 2 of them were back to back in the last game and may have cost me a score in my first half. But the only game I lost was to Andrew, who won the whole tournament with 4 wins and a draw. I had 3 wins, which included back-to-back games against Skaven, which is not anything that I would have expected, and I was clenching really hard the whole time. And my last game where I had a draw against Risky Steve, we both had a whale of a time. Chaos versus Orcs, you can't find a more standard punch-up biff in the middle than that. And we both had some good plays, and we both had some risky plays that just didn't come off. So the draw in the end for that round was definitely what it deserved. And great games all around. Love the attitude of everyone that turned up, and can't wait to go back again next year.
Yeah. I was really sad. I had to be a withdrawal. Unfortunately, my father-in-law passed away. I did manage to just drop in briefly on the Saturday because the family was coming home from spending time with my mother-in-law. So I managed to drop in, at least say hello to everybody, but unfortunately I couldn't commit to the weekend. So yeah, sad face for me. So I'm not sure that we've got updated results for the tournament series though. Is that correct, Wills?
I'm just waiting on the final list of attendees from Stratty. I'll send him another message a little bit later.
Cool.
Yeah,
We got some
it's a fairly big list. He
had
Stratty had 58 competitors. That's the largest we've ever had in Queensland.
By a long margin.
Originally was 60.
Original, the highest tally was 42 up until that point. So that's a good bump from 42 to 58. Golly.
And happy to say there was a few interstate players came up for that one, including James Russell Wills or Rabid Bogscum. And let's cross to him now.
Alrighty, we're here at Cane Toad Cup. It's day 2. We've just finished our 4th game. We've got 1 to go. But we've got none other than Rabid Bogscum here with us. He's listened to my call out the last time we interviewed him, and he's made the trek up to Queensland. So firstly, how have you found the trip up and the crew we've got up here?
Thanks, Millsy. The trip up was great. Easy enough to get up here. Obviously, Stratty puts on a great tournament, and he's got some great offsiders. Dean Matthews has looked after the boys from Sydney well and truly, picked us up from the airport, driving us down each day, Had a swim on Friday in his infinity pool. So, mate, what more could you want? Absolute Queensland hospitality. I've got the sunburn to prove it. It's having a great time.
So there's still a good number of Queenslanders coming down to Uke Bowl. Any news on Uke Bowl that you'd like to share?
Well, Uke Bowl we're sitting at about 116 regos at the moment, so it's going to be massive. There's plenty that I know that still haven't signed up that I would expect to. So I would expect us to be pushing 130, maybe even 140, hopefully. But there's more than enough room. We've got the auditorium this year, so there's no cap. So if we want to be scary and push big V, look, go for it.
Absolutely, that's definitely the goal to work towards, and hopefully we can get the major back to being the biggest in the country.
Absolutely. So if anyone's forgotten, it's 5th and 6th of July at Club Boo at RSL in Sydney. So come down, more the merrier. Everyone's welcome.
Excellent. Has there been anything that you've seen at Cane Toad that might give you new ideas and fresh ideas for Uke Bowl next year, or things that you might change differently yourself?
Look, the thing is, I'm in two minds with tour play, right? Tour play is brilliant for leagues. I'm not quite sure for tournaments. There's a little layer of doing stuff that maybe isn't as conducive, so I'm sort of on the fence a little bit with that. I'd love to use one of the American or Euro tournament software setups that just runs off the website sort of thing. But the problem is all of those tournaments run with the IT experts in-house, right? And if anything goes wrong, they can last-minute code and fix all these things up. I'm just so paranoid that something's going to go wrong. So look, Uke Bowl will be sniffing along with score once again. I'll try and get some people in to help me with some data entry. And look, one thing I've learned from the Euros is not to stress about the time in between games. Play some hard deadlines for the games, but actually you can build some fat into the gaps between and just not stress about it, right? Australians are used to going bang, bang, bang and just playing through all their games, but it's when you're running a big tournament, you've got to worry about these things and make sure everything's tight, all the results are in properly. You want to make sure everyone's sort of signed off on it before. Most tournaments have had that nightmare situation where one result has gone in and it's affected everything. Yeah. The big ball rolling down the hill that's just mucked everything up. So you learn from those, but no. Chris puts on an awesome event. All the prizes and everything. All the little player pack stuff. The coins are mint. It's beautiful stuff. Yeah. And known Chris for years, so we'll gladly bend his ear for any ideas in the future. Definitely.
And then looking forward to Ozbowl this year.
Ozbowl State Championships, yes. Queensland's finally named their team.
We kept you in suspense long enough.
Yeah, but look, I've seen a look at some of the early seedings based on the teams, and I think everyone's going to see a very exciting draw. Some very interesting matchups for day 2 that I think will excite everyone.
Excellent. Fantastic. Thanks for coming on, Boggy.
No worries, mate.
Always a pleasure to catch up.
Thank you very much.
Any last questions, Mills?
One final question from me. We are at round 4. Would you like to fill our listeners in on whereabouts you sit on the table currently?
Well, you did ask me to come up and sample some Queensland tournaments, and I can tell you, Dribble and Drool are well and truly sampling Cane Toad Cup right now. I think I'm leading the cash count, and it's mostly on fouls. Dribble's been insane. I've just done 7 cash to an Orc coach. So I'm on 4 wins. The next closest to the 3 wins and a draw sort of thing. So I've got some tough undead in the last matchup. They just snagged a draw against some halflings against Jewfoot. My boy's actually got Jewfoot this round, so he's going to be hunting my nemesis from Victoria. So that'll be interesting.
Excellent.
Yeah, and Dino's playing Hutch, so Gnomes on Goblins will be very exciting as well. So
the actual Study King Cup in the last round?
It just about is, except for the fact that Baz is still up there. So Baz's halflings are on 3 wins and a draw as well. So
pretty tight at the top.
Once again, the rule set's broken. Stunties are doing better than they're supposed to do. What's going wrong with the world? But no, it's great. It's been a great atmosphere, and I can tell you, the coaches that I've talked to, absolutely lovely blokes up here. We've talked about new guys that are TOs up here, got some great ideas, And people that recognise this hobby for exactly what you guys were talking about in a recent episode, it's like a men's shed, right? This hobby is like a men's shed for mental healthness, mental health and happiness. The number of people that are here, like, just enjoying life, even if everything else is good because of Blood Bowl, it speaks absolute volumes. And I love it. That's why I spend hundreds of dollars a year to fly around different countries, and really glad to come up to Queensland. So thanks, boys.
Thanks for coming on.
No
Cheers,
worries.
mate.
Cheers, mate. And we've got the TO of Cane Toad Cup here, none other than Chris Stratford, or Devil's Reject is his NAF handle. Devils, we've just had a chat with Boggy. One thing he did say was your rule set is broken for stunties. Have you got a reply for him?
Yeah, I love stunties, so it doesn't matter. I'm fine with that. Unless they win it, then maybe I might adjust, but I don't think so.
Yeah. Now, this is Queensland's largest ever Blood Bowl tournament. You've got to be happy with that, obviously. But any plans for the future to make it even bigger and better?
Yeah, no, I'm stoked with that. I'm planning to get bigger. As long as we got the guys to come, I'm moving into a bigger room if we need to. So if I sell more tickets, I'll probably open up the tickets early, so try and get more. If I can get to 80, that'd be great, I reckon.
Absolutely. That'd be good
nuts.
to give the boys down in Sydney and Victoria a run for their money.
Yep.
Get a bit more action and buzz happening.
Yeah.
Would you think about stretching it to 6 games at any stage, or leave it at 5?
I think 5's good. I think my tiebreaker kind of point system keeps the separations better, including that with the Buckholz strength schedule.
Yep.
So I think if you go to 6, I feel 6 games. The third game, day 2, is pretty rough for most. So I think I'll rather run points to differentiate the teams and just make sure people know that they've got to play to win if you want to win. So
absolutely.
Yep. And looking around at the prize table, it is completely packed. So
chockers.
It's absolute chockers. It's fantastic to have so much. Have you got any sponsors you want to plug for it?
I use for all the Games Workshop stuff. Irresistible Force at Tanamera, which is just across the road from where we are. They always hook me up with good deals for Games Workshop stuff. John Horrigan from there, he's a legend. I've known him for ages, and I've also known the previous shop owner too. So I've always go back, always shop there if I buy Games Workshop stuff for sure. They've got the best discounts.
And your pitches, they're Squigmeyer?
Yeah, Squigmeyer hooked me up with them. He gave me a really good price on those as well. Shipped direct from him, so didn't do the legwork this time and got them made myself. So I caved and got him to do them, which is so much easier, so much less stuff to do for me. So, yeah, and they turned out really good. Yeah, I love them. They're great. New pitches on next year as well. So
now we're going to buy a third Cane Toad Cup pitch.
That's it, Mills. You've got to get all of them. It's
I'm collecting them. I'm collecting them all.
Got to catch them all. All right, thanks for coming on, Stratty.
No problem.
And
thanks for coming, guys.
Not too much more work for you to do this Arvy, and then we'll just get to have a beer about it afterwards.
That's it. Keen.
Cheers, mate.
No worries, that's brilliant.
Speaking of James, though, he does prefer just to go by Rabid these days. Let's talk about an upcoming tournament, Eucalyptus Bowl. Eucalyptus Bowl is at the end of the little events we're going to run through, but it is now over 115 registered coaches. Now, that is fantastic. That has got to rival the Big V, or certainly coming close.
It's getting there.
It's going to be the second largest tournament in Australia and has been for some time. But wow, triple figures. Love it, love it, love it. I've been supporting Rabid, and I have organised for everybody who turns up as part of their rego is going to get a pitch. Now, Rabid's done all the hard work there, but I've designed the pitch, and it's getting printed. So hopefully, it's going to be an amazing event to match the hard work I've put in. Although mine's only really just sideshow stuff. So that's a fantastic event. Certainly Millsy and I are going to that. And there's a number of events coming up between now and then. So Bundy Cup, we've already touched on. There is a second Bundy Cup before Eucalyptus Bowl. Millsy.
Yeah. The second round of the Bundy Cup is on the 14th of June. And once again, it's a really good chance for you to get in there and just test out your rosters before the big event in November. But also I'm going to actually have 3 rounds altogether. Having the 3 rounds really lets me play test the rules. One of the things we have is the Big Kahuna, and you might remember that from the Beach Party Rumble. coincided with the Great Barrier Reef last year. And so basically you have a standard lineman on your team, and you track star player points, and whoever scores the most gets rewarded with the big kahuna and gets a star player named after them or made after them. So that was Lukey Honeybrook. So delighted to announce there is Luca Brunnyhook will be a dark elf lineman with wrestle and strip ball. So I'll be getting a custom miniature made for that one. So everyone that turns
Ooh,
up
is he a
in
down underrated dark elf?
a down underrated dark elf. Yeah, I like that. I like that. But yeah, I've costed him up, and hopefully, one or two of these Bundy Cups is going to see whether I've costed him correctly, and if not, I can adjust before the big event. But
Nice.
speaking of that, there's another big sevens event coming up, a really big sevens event coming up on the 24th of May. What do you know about that, Babs?
Yeah, look, I'm hoping it's going to be big, but yeah, the Fitzroy Fractal Fortress Fun Day Frenzy on the 24th of May is kind of a little bit like our draft we've talked about on Down Under World Denizens, where we're going to play a whole bunch of seven variants all in the one day. So you bring the one team, and the one team competes on all different variants, and which variant you have each round will be allocated to you. What will appear to be at random, although Millsy is actually, as co-coordinator or tournament organizer of this event, has actually organised a table so that we're trying to maximize the number of variants that you play over the day, so that as little double up occurs as possible. So yes, you should get 5 games of different variants. There are 9 different variants to pick from. So you should get 5 different variants across the day and not have to double up any. Yeah, it should be great. So you bring a sevens team, you play a whole bunch of variants, including regular sevens, Dungeon Bowl sevens and Arena Bowl and Gutter Bowl, just to name a few. Yeah, it should be great fun.
And you've got
Saturday
Beach
is
Bowl,
24th.
and
Yep.
I've heard it from reliable source that you actually are now the owner of a 3D street bowl pitch, Babs.
Oh, I don't think I'm an owner of it. I think I'm borrowing it for the day, for the event.
Well, I did say if you put this thing on, I'd make one for you. So it will be yours. It will be a gift. We'll have pictures and video of that up on the website pretty soon.
Yeah, fantastic. Hey, look, it is in Rocky. I know it's a bit of a stretch to get there, but if you can make it, I guarantee it's going to be fun. One of the things people love about Blood Bowl is the craziness and zaniness, right? So this will absolutely tick that box. If you love wacky, if you love crazy things happening, then you want to get along to this Fractal Frenzy Fun Day. It will be fun. It'll be a blast. It'll be lots of fun. It is only one day, 5 games, get it over and done with. Yeah, just lots of fun, lots of mayhem. Hang out with us up in Rocky. Get along, and the venue's good quality. It's where tournament champions happened in 2023 and will be happening again next year. So yeah. And then we already mentioned.
And another thing you have in common there with the Bundy Cup is we both have one of the same sponsors, which is none other than Tats Tabletop. Now,
Ooh,
Tats has produced Bundy Cup sevens dice for me and a unique ball carrier token, and I think he's also produced some stuff for you. What's he got for you, Babs?
Yeah. So everybody who signs up to the Fractal Frenzy gets 5 limited edition dice in a Zinch theme. So there's block dice and 2d6 to go with it. For the low price, the entry fee for the event is $20, and you get 5 dice included in your fee. What's not to love about that? And that doesn't even include the prizes.
And speaking of Tats Tabletop, he's also the sponsor of our Tale of Woe competition that we were running on our Facebook group. And we've got some news of the winner we've decided on there.
Yeah, it was close and it was tough, and there was a lot of bouncing back and forth, but we have decided ultimately the winner of the Tale of Woe is Nathan Ramsbotham. So congratulations, Nathan. We heard about your game where not only did you try to score in turn 8 and roll 1, re-roll 1 to score, but then you did exactly the same thing in turn 16 of the same game. Go to score, and then you ended up with a 1-0 loss. So yeah, 2 attempts to score, 1 in turn 8, 1 in turn 16. That definitely guarantees you the winner of our Tale of Woe, and the prize of our Tale of Woe is Millsy.
It's a ball and chain from, I believe it's Brute Fun. Ball and chain goblin, that is. So we'll get in contact with Nathan and get his details and get it sent off down to him.
Yeah, so well done, well done. I believe Nathan is a Melburnian. Hey, speaking of other places, we've talked about Eucalyptus Bowl, we've talked about Nathan coming from Melbourne. Hey, we want to talk about Down Under World Denizens on tour for a moment. Hey, we're really keen to not just be a podcast that you listen to, but actually get to see at some events. Down Under World Denizens are really keen to actually get some legs. As you know, we have all committed to get over to New Zealand to play in either the Greenstone Cup or the Ausbol State Championships. And we're really keen to make this a regular fixture, but we're going to need your help. That is, we want to effectively pimp ourselves out to raise some funds to get to some more Blood Bowl events. And obviously, the pinnacle, the jewel in the crown that we want to try and aim for is Malta. That is the World Cup. But we're under no illusions, right? We've talked to Blood Bowlers who have been to World Cups before. It's not cheap. We're not flush with cash. We've tried to do a little bit of monetizing of Down Under World Denizens, but we know we're going to need to raise some funds. So we want to open up to you, the listeners. Is there some ways that we can raise some cash? Is there some way that we can earn some of your funds to help us get to a Blood Bowl tournament that you want to put those funds to? We're interested. We're interested in it. It's not just the World Cup. We're interested in going to the Australian Teams, the Ausbol Teams Championship in Perth next year. We're keen to get to the Big V. We're keen to go all kinds of places, but we need your help for funds, for finances to get there. I've got some ideas. My first idea is I had a fair bit of downtime while I was down with the family during the tragic circumstances of saying goodbye to my father-in-law. And while I had those downtimes, I thought, you know what, I'm going to use these downtimes and make a custom Down Under World Denizens pitch. So I've done that. I now have a custom Down Under World Denizens neoprene pitch design that I can get made up. If we have enough interest, if we have sufficient interest for a Down Under World Denizens pitch, we'll get it made. So there's one way we can fundraise where you can go, yep, you know what, I want a Down Under World Denizens pitch. I'll buy one of those, and some of the funds go towards our travel. In fact, every dollar profit we make in our initiatives will go towards fundraising. And Millsy's got an idea about raising some funds to do with purchasing some minis. So Millsy, you want to tell us about that?
Came about. I've got a human Blood Bowl team here, one of the 2016 or 2020 human teams, and I've purchased an ogre, and I've got the halflings to go with it. So one thing I was going to do was I was going to paint them up because most people, I'm not sure if you know, that Babs is a co-author of a book called Feud Ball, which takes place in a semi-Blood Bowl setting. It's a fantastic book and a fantastic read. And I reached out to Babs and said, look, I'm going to paint this up as the Flagstaff Jailbirds, which is the team from the book. Have you got a spare copy? So, and Babs says, yeah, I've got one. So we're going to completely paint this team in the numbers and the names and the styling of the Flagstaff Jailbirds, put it together with the book, and in discussions whether we just sell that off or I proposed maybe we do a raffle and see if we can gain some funds that way. So just like the pitches that Babs is designing, it's not just money that you're donating to us. You're in the case of the pitches, you're actually getting a product, and in the case of the raffle, there's a chance that you might win something from it. So hopefully my painting skills can do it justice, but it will be a very bespoke prize. I'm sure Babs will sign a copy of the book, and we'll get in contact with Jeff Turner and see if he can sign it as well. So you'd have a signed copy by both of the authors and a team to go with it. What could be better than sitting on your mantelpiece than one of those?
And we're interested in your ideas. What can we do to help you support us to get to some tournaments? As I said, all the profits raised will go towards travel, or accommodation of getting to Blood Bowl tournaments. What ideas do you have? Now, one I thought of and one I've actioned is actually getting some old classic GW 1990s third edition miniatures, painting them up and selling them off. So if you want to have a miniature in your collection of Nobbler Blackwort or Fungus the Loon or Grim Ironjaw or Jordell Fresh Breeze, would that be something you'd be prepared to pay just a tiny bit of a premium for? We'll paint them up and we'll sell them to you, professionally painted by one of the Down Under World Denizens crew. Is that something you're interested in? We want to hear your ideas. We want to hear what can we do as Down Under World Denizens to give you a product, some value, and raise some funds for our travel purposes. So yeah, we want to hear from you. You might have some great idea about what we can do that you're prepared to part with some cash for. We want to hear about it. If you've got ideas, jump on our Facebook group. Let us know.
If that comes to, we have to start an Only Frogs account where Milsey can post pictures of frogs in various lewd poses. If that's what it comes to, then we might have to get on board with that.
I'm going to make that now. Only Frogs.
Only Frogs. I love it. I love it. That's brilliant, Wilts. That's brilliant.
It's going on our Etsy page. And yeah, in fact, we have a shop, in case you missed it. Yeah, at Down Under World Denizens Etsy shop. In fact, it's still in the red. We've not actually made a profit yet. But yeah, we do have a shop and we sell stuff on there. What I do want to announce is we've been happily supporting the Ipswich Blood Bowl Association through sales of their pitch. That's been going really, really well. Millsy's been managing to sell a few beach bowl pitches off there. So jump on there and have a look. Down Underworld merch.etsy.com.
Are you tired of one-off games with your mates that have no real depth to them? You want something to work towards achieving? Do you love Lord of the Rings? Then venture down under the mighty Caradhras, deep in the misty mountains, into the dreaded mines of Moria for this mini 3-game scenario that utilizes 3 unique Blood Bowl variants, such as Arena Bowl, Dungeon Bowl, and Bridge Bowl. So that's my little take on this. So basically, you have 2 coaches. One takes on the team of the Fellowship of the Ring, and another coach takes on the Greenskins. And it's this kind of like thematic, cinematic 3-game campaign, if you will. And it goes through the mines of Moria. So the first off takes place in Balin's tomb. And this is where a horde of goblins, invade try to come on into the Fellowship there. So I thought, what best way to do that than Arena Bowl? Because it's in this really tight, confined little space. So that's game 1. From there, the Fellowship, they just take the bolt. They're running through the Great Dwarven Hall when more goblins, more orcs come running out at them. And I thought, well, that's kind of like a dungeon. So let's have Dungeon Bowl as our second game. And then they finally escape from there, get to the Bridge of Khazad-dûm. What better than Bridge Bowl itself? So I've put together these scenarios. There's a few different ways you can do it. You can just play it with your mate and say, okay, best 2 out of 3 wins, or you can give it some victory points.
I've actually heard it said that you're summarizing Blood Bowl 2020, right? You know why? Because Gandalf, he jumped on that bridge, right, in that final segment, and he said, Blood Bowl 2020. No, he didn't. He said, you shall not pass, which is kind of the same thing, isn't it?
Well, this is true. This is very true. And then, I was discussing this with Wilts and talking about, like if we're going to make it a campaign, let's make sure that the Fellowship, what you've got to do is you've got to get them out of Moria. So the Fellowship do not reset. There's no resurrection on them. So you go through, you play your Arena Bowl, you play your Dungeon Bowl, and then you get to the Bridge of Khazad-dûm, and your job is to basically get the Fellowship out and across that bridge. And I've got rules here for it. I'll put this document up on our Facebook page. I've got a team for the Goblin team. I've got an Orc team for Dungeon Bowl, and then a Black Orc team for the Bridge of Khazad-dûm in Bridge Bowl. Thought the Black Orcs would be really good there. Grab on that bridge might give them a bit of a chance. But then we thought,
you're going to have a custom rule. There's definitely no coming back if you get tossed off that bridge. That's for sure.
That's for sure.
Unless your name's Gandalf.
steal all the XP and come back later. Now, one thing that the Bridge of Khazad-dûm has is it's got a Balrog. And we thought, well, Wilts and I were discussing this, and how can we do that? So we've gone with a Blood Spawn. So basically, in Bridge Bowl, you start on your own end zone and you've got to make it to the other end of the bridge. So after turn 2 of the Fellowship, you roll a d6, and on a 4+, the Balrog will appear in the Fellowship's end zone, and we'll start chasing them over the bridge. So there's some impetus there to get a move on. And in the document, I have the rules for Arena Bowl, for Dungeon Bowl, and for Bridge Bowl. So put it out there, see if you guys want to have a go. And it's just another way of, if you've only got a couple of mates or, whatever, or there's downtime between tournaments or downtime between leagues, and you can get in there and have a go. And you don't necessarily need to have all these pictures. If you've got a piece of cardboard and a highlighter or a marker, you can just mark out the pictures and away you go.
And I love it because, sometimes you don't have a whole league to play with. You just have one other mate. This is a great variant you can play. And, of course, Blood Bowl 2020 and Lord of the Rings have something in common. That is Jay Clare is the organiser of both those specialist games.
Is that a Mr. Luke?
That is me. Can you hear me?
Hey, hey.
Loud and clear, bud.
So, Luke, how are Regos going for Fumble in the Jungle, speaking of Regos? Because I think I managed to recruit somebody to play today for you.
Oh, really? Oh, that'd be good. No, well, I got 11. I think I sold 11 within the first 2 days of it coming up. And then there's a lot of the local guys and that sort of sit on their hands until the last little bit before they all jump in. But I'm expecting around about the same amount of people as last year. So mid 20 again. I think the Townsville's going to put a bit of a rush on us after their last little bloody victory down at Ooligans.
Yeah, well, good. I mean, I reckon the more Townsvillians, the merrier, really. And that's where I managed to recruit the one I'm talking about from. He resides in Townsville. And I told him it was Fumble in the Jungle, and he didn't even know anything about it. So I think you've got to give Aiden a bit of an uppercut because he's part of the league.
Is he really? Well, he mustn't pay much attention to their bloody Facebook page then, mate, because I'm posting there every other week.
Yeah, well, anyway, he joined your I approved him to join your Facebook group because I must have admin rights or something.
Yeah, it must do. I saw someone pop up the other day, and then I went to add him. It was already gone. I was like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Well, this was today, so yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't see that today then.
Yeah. Anyway, apparently he's coming, so that's good. That's good news.
Oh, excellent. No, it's quite a healthy gathering between Cairns and Townsville. I think we had 26 at the start of this year, and they had 20 something. So I think there's nearly 50 odd between the two towns, which is good.
And that's what we want. And we really want to support. I mean, that's really the whole point of this little 5-minute segment, actually, is as Down Under World Denizens, we really want to support North Queensland Blood Bowl. Absolutely think it's important that you guys are able to vie for things like the Queensland Tournament Series and not be on the outer. I think it's actually really important. You guys have just as much of a shot at the title as anyone else. I don't want to let the tyranny of distance affect your chances. I think it's really important in a state like Queensland not to just, think about, not think about the tournament series in terms of locale and just let Southeast Corner have an advantage as a default result, which is a very real possibility.
That's right. And I mean, to be fair, when we talk about Fumble in the Jungle and the Townsville one and that, and then you have a look at the calendar, there's quite a lot of events that happen either in Queensland or around the country that are very close to some of our events. Even though we're cognizant of that up north, we sort of have to still do our thing because, as I said, there's 50 odd people up here and not everyone's going to travel to everything. And even though there is that tyranny of distance, it's still good to do something for the local guys so they don't miss out as well.
Yeah. So give it a bit of
their little reward.
Give it a bit of a plug for Down Under World Denizens. Why should somebody come from that, say, the Southeast Corner or somewhere else who listens to the podcast? I mean, Cairns is something you can get to pretty easily from Melbourne or Sydney. So why would you want to, duck up to Cairns for Fumble?
Oh, sorry, mate. I didn't realise that it was a question. So for Fumble in the Jungle, I guess, Blood Bowl up north in itself is quite a relaxed atmosphere. While it's still being competitive, it's a lot more laid back, I think. A little bit of a different atmosphere, a bit of a different aspect to the gaming. And for guys that are coming up, it's also a chance to have a bit of a holiday. And that's sort of what I'm trying to, come up for some Blood Bowl, bit of a different type of Blood Bowl, but take the opportunity to have a look around what's up here as well. You've got the reef right on top of the jungles and everything like that. All the things that are here, the crocodile farms, all the diving and everything that goes with it. So the opportunity to come up, not just play Blood Bowl, is what I'm trying to sell with Fumble in the Jungle. So, because otherwise it's just another Blood Bowl tournament. So it'd be good for guys or people who are coming anyway, just to have that opportunity to have a bit of a break, a bit of time away, a bit of a relax before or after, and just get a bit of a different type of Blood Bowl experience. It's not the hustle and the bustle of the city, mate.
And the weather's a little different from Melbourne at that time of year.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we've got perfect weather at that time of year. It's nice. 24 during the day, cools down to about 14 overnight. So it's still shorts weather or jumper and pants for me, but for everyone else, it's a fantastic, And then Cairns itself, just around the CBD, you've got lots of establishments you can go to. We've got our, swimming pools up the Esplanade and everything you can go and look at. Lots of touristy things just within walking distance of the venue. So it's a great little spot to get to, great little getaway, and then the added value of having some fantastic Blood Bowl while you're here.
Yeah, have you managed to line up some fireworks for the Saturday night dinners this year?
Again, after last year? Yeah, actually, the venue that we're looking at for dinner this year too is like an arcade venue. So if I can sort of tie that one down, we'll be having on Saturday night we go out for dinner. There's a venue that's got pinballs and pool tables and board games and all that sort of stuff as well. So different type of gaming atmosphere. Over a few beverages and close to the foreshore, so we can step out and watch the fireworks again, which was a happy coincidence last time. But I think I'll have to see what I can line up for you again.
Fair enough.
That worked out well last time.
Oh, it's brilliant. Yeah.
Mills, did you want to ask about Ooligans?
Sure, why not? Yeah, Luke, the Ooligans just took place not long ago, and it's the second tournament in the Queensland Sevens tournament series. So how did that go?
Yeah, really well, Millsy. We had 14 originally, but two of the fellas dropped out on the day. But other than that, it really well. With 5 games over the day, Townsville put in a fantastic showing. Much to my disappointment, we had to hand the shield over at the end of the day, with Aiden G taking the top spot. And but no, all in all, it's really great. It's good to see a lot of people having a bit of a laugh and playing a bit of a system that doesn't quite get much love throughout the tournament scene. So it's a little bit different, Everyone plays sevens, but old Gutter Bowl, she's a bit of a favourite up in Cairns, gets a bit of a run. So it went really well. Yeah, it's good.
No, I was down at the Cane Toad Cup, and Peter Lada, which is one of your boys, he was down there with us, and actually showed me a photo of you handing over the trophy, and you didn't look too pleased.
No. I was severely disappointed considering we outnumbered the Townsville guys at least 3-1 for the day. But no, look, Aiden played really well on the day, and surprisingly, Kelly cleaned us out completely. I think he took second place, most casualties and most touchdowns for the day. And then a young fella, Griffin Brody from Townsville, also took best painted in the spoon. So we didn't have much left over for the Cairns guys, unfortunately. But we've also got a bit of a King of the North type of thing happening between Cairns and Townsville at the moment. So, Aiden's got his sevens event coming up, and then we've both got 11s and events throughout the year. And we're sort of following along the lines of, attendance to all the events scores you some points. And at the end of the year, whoever scored the most points will be the head Blood Bowl coach for the North for Cairns and Townsville. So, it's good to sort of tie that into the NAF events, the 7s and the 11s that we've got running for the year as well.
Fantastic. And hopefully you boys can go down to the Saint Sevens and get Cairns to take it away from the Townsville boys.
No, we've already got a flyaway team happening. There's, I know Chris and Gerard are frothing at the chops to head down there for that. And then Yeah, no, we're definitely getting together a bit of a crew for that one. So we'll be invading Townsville next month, and then again in August when they
Yeah,
have their
brilliant.
event as well.
Thanks, Luke. Hey, and yeah, if you're interested in going up to Fumble in the Jungle, what's the exact date, Luke?
The 28th and the 29th of June. So it's just the first weekend
Yeah.
of the school holidays, just in time for everyone to come up
Right,
and
Luke,
spend a
is there
bit of
anything
time.
else you wanted to add to the potty before we let you go?
No, I don't think so. Thanks for having me on, though. It's good to have a yarn, everyone. I look forward to seeing everyone around the traps. And hopefully I'll see a few more of you Southern guys up for Fumble in the Jungle this year.
See you with your referee's stripes back on again. Yeah.
And Wilkes,
Yeah, yeah. I might have
Wilkes,
to
the
improve
guy
it
that
this
I
time.
was talking to today that's going to Fumble in the Jungle, I'll have to tell you what dice he wants because he's going to sign up to the NAF so we can, I think so we can play in the Townsville Sevens thing. But yeah, I said that you'll get him dice at Fumble in the Jungle.
Oh, yeah, that's all right. I'll take it with me and we can hand them out to people that need them.
No worries. And just let us know if there's anything else we can do as Down Under World Denizens, Luke. We're totally supportive. We think what you're doing is fantastic. And, you know, it's good to have you North guys, you Northern lads in the hunt for the tournament series, both 11s and 7s.
No. Yeah, no, it's fantastic. Thanks for having us. We'll see you around anyway. We've got guys that are coming down south soon too.
Awesome.
All right, guys.
Cheers,
Thank
Luke.
you. See you later.
All right, Millsy, who wants to do their quiz first?
On this episode of Down Under World Denizens, we've got a quiz, and I've been busily preparing this one. It's actually an anagram quiz, so I just need to let my contestants know I've got Babs and Wilts as normal, but we've also got Dr. Nic and Zac here with us. So here's how it's going to work, lads. I'm going to give you a anagram, and if you can guess what it is, it's got something to do with Blood Bowl. If you can guess what it is, I'll give you 3 points. If you can't, I'll give you a clue, and then you can get 2 points for that. And if you still can't get it, I'll open it up to anyone, and they can score 1 point. So just as an example, my first one is O netball. So for those people listening along, it's O-H-O, and then a separate word, netball, N-E-T-B-A-L-L. Now, if you can't guess it on the first one, I might give you a clue. And here's my clue. O netball is what a player really wants to get. So any guesses?
Only because you've used this example before in a face-to-face.
Okay, so what is it, Wilts?
On the ball.
On the ball. Yep, that's correct. So if we are all ready to go, first anagram is FOIL TOUCAN.
FOIL TOUCAN. I'm going to ask for a clue.
Clue. A player with a FOIL TOUCAN may perform this.
Babs, you there? You got
Yeah,
awful
I'm here.
quiet. Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
You're thinking.
I'm not quick. I'm terrible on game shows at a time limit.
I might open this up if anyone wants to jump in with a steal for a point.
Can only guess half of it. I can't steal it.
What's half of it?
I'm going to say half. I think half of it's got foul in it.
Yeah, I'm on those lines, but I still can't figure out the rest.
This is actually okay. You can take as long as you want because I can edit out all the silence part and make it look like it was really seamless.
Make it look like we're all smarter than we really are.
Yeah, you guys will all get it in like 2 seconds. A player with a FOIL TOUCAN may perform this.
No, I got nothing.
All righty. Do you want me to reveal it?
Go on then.
So Babs scoring 0 points in his first one. FOIL TOUCAN is actually a foul action.
Oh, right.
Oh,
You were so close. So close. Okay, up next we have Wilts. And Wilts, if you look on your teleprompter right now,
No pressure.
no pressure. Artery pals. For those at
Artery
home, it's
pals.
ARTERYPALS. Artery pals.
Star player.
Star player for 3 points, Wilts. Nice work.
Wow.
Star
Okay.
players are my friends. They're not friends of yours, Milsey.
Okay, next up we've got Zac. Zac, you have a hush panic. Hush panic.
hush, panic. Can I phone a friend? It won't be Babs.
Would you like a clue?
Hush panic. Rush, no. Yeah, give us a clue, Millsy.
Okay. There's always a hush panic when you try this
Push.
action.
I've got it.
Go for the steal there, Wilt.
It's a chain push.
It's a chain push for Wilt.
You're halfway there with push, and then I figured the rest of it.
Well done, Wilt, for the
Okay.
steal.
Dr. Nick. Oh, this is very apt for Dr. Nick.
Oh, yeah, I was
Cape
born in
Town
Cape Town.
seer. Yeah, I thought this is very, very apt for you, Dr. Nick. Cape Town seer.
Okay. Cape Town seer.
Can I steal? I think I know this one.
After he's had his clue.
Do you need a clue there, Mr. Nick?
Hang on a second. I've got to do better than this. No, it's not throw. Oh, it's not a block. What could it be? I hate it that someone else has already worked it out. That's doubly bad. All right, clue me up, Millsy.
Clue you up. The easiest way to win is to hire a Cape Town seer.
Well, it's not star player. We've had that one. Can't be mercenary. No, I've got nothing. I've got nothing.
Come in with the steal, Zach.
Oh, I'd have to bribe me way into this one because it's a secret weapon, isn't it?
It is a secret
Oh.
weapon.
Wow, some people can
Nice.
see things, can't they?
Yeah,
I still can't see
the.
I didn't see mine, so I have to steal someone else's.
Okay, round 2, back to Babs. We're going to have an overt run.
It's a turnover.
It is a turnover for Babs.
Hey.
3 points.
Giving
Back
him
in the
easy
black.
ones.
Okay, back in there. Wilts, you've got a big long one.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
This is a deluded winner Zorn. Deluded winner Zorn.
Deluded winner Zorn. That's a bit out there.
I've got an idea.
Oh, Babs might get the steal.
Hang on. Okay, what's the clue, Millsy?
The clue. The deluded winner Zorn may be one of these.
Do you call that a clue?
I think Babs might be onto it. Babs, do you
No.
want to come in with the steal?
No, I've just realised one of the letters I need isn't there.
This
not
is
what
not
I
one of
thought.
those quizzes where you can buy a vowel.
If someone wants to jump in if they've got it, go for it. I'm still trying to figure out what it is.
Denizen? No.
Underworld Denizen for Zach.
There we go.
Nice.
Zach.
Hey.
I still even wasn't confident saying it, but I'll take it.
Oh man, I was trying Z. I
Okay.
was trying. All the characters with Z in it, but no, I didn't get that.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
trying to
that
go wizard. I was trying to go wizard. I was trying to get wizard out of there.
I went there first, and then
Ah.
I've stopped and actually tried to go, no, what lame thing
What would-
Millsy would do?
Oh, I love it. Okay, Zach, you're up with Kathy Rope.
Oh,
The
no, I'll have
face.
to pass because I can only get other people's. Cathay Rope.
Give it a whirl.
Kathy Rope.
Kathy Rope. Cathyrope.
I like that the autocorrect
Apothecary?
changed to Cathay.
It is apothecary. Yeah, Zach gets his 3 points.
I was thrown because the autocorrect changed it from Kathy to Cathay, which I thought was apt for
Cathay,
the
it
game,
did.
but that's interesting. Whose Google Docs preferences Cathay over Kathy?
Someone that's a GW fan.
Dr. Nick. Retainer gone. Retainer gone.
Okay, gone sounded like down, but no, it's not down. It's not both down. It's not touchdown. There's no D. What do I keep saying? D.
I am unaware. Okay, I'll chime in with a clue for you.
Yep. Okay, go on.
You may need a retainer gone to use this.
Okay. Gnome. GNO. No, it can't be gnome. Ogre. OG. Okay, it's got ogre something in there. It's something ogre. Throwing ogre. No, I think it's ogre, but I can't work out the next bit. I'm tempted. Yeah.
Anybody want to jump in with the steal?
I was looking at
Yeah.
regeneration, but there's too many.
Regeneration, I was going to say.
Regeneration for
I'll give that to
Wilt.
Wilt. Wilt stole me.
Yeah.
Well done, Wilt.
Wilt's got it with the regeneration. Okay, back to Babs.
I'm meant to be good at English.
Okay.
This is ridiculous.
Doesn't help when the pressure's on.
Okay, Babs. Forest 11s. Forest 11s. Do you need a clue?
Yeah, sure. Give me a clue.
A player in the Forest 11s may have this.
Oh, I can feel a steal coming on.
Oh, Dr. Nick, come on.
No. No. I thought sure feet, but no, there's no you.
There's a V in there. So I'm thinking I can see Elven in there. If you take the E out of 11, you got Elven. But I can't. It's not Elven Kingdoms. Like it's not the.
So a player in the Forest 11s
Nah,
may
I got
have
nothing.
this.
Got nothing.
Oh,
Tag.
I think I got it.
Nick,
Is it strength 5? No.
it is not strength 5, no. Oh, I might have to just reveal this one if no one can come in.
I think this one's going to the keeper, Millsy.
Okay,
this
a
one fell
player
past
in
me.
the Forest 11s may have this. He may have Nerves of Steel.
Oh,
Well done.
Nerves of Steel. Okay, Wilt, you have a civil poem jotter. A civil poem jotter.
okay, so it's not Juggernaut because there's no G's. Civil poem jotter.
Ready with the steal.
Oh, ready with the steel from Zac.
That's just got to put pressure on you, doesn't it, Wilt, when someone else knows?
Oh yeah, yes it does.
I'll give you a clue, Wilt.
Okay, hit me with the clue.
Okay, a civil poem jotter causes me to do this.
Causes me to do this.
Certainly does.
Go ahead, Zach. What you got?
You're going to be spewing, mate. It's projectile vomit.
Oh,
It is projectile vomit.
Do you know, I went
Well
through really
done.
stupid and bonehead and all these other ones and just, not that obvious troll one. Oh.
And I love the little pun there saying he's going to be spewing. Nice work, Zach.
Yeah. Well
I
done,
spent
Zach.
most of the time thinking up a pun of that, by the way.
Okay, so Zach, you have Pray Tiredly.
oh yeah.
We might have a steal from Will. So I'll
Dirty
give you a clue.
player?
Hey,
Dirty
it is.
player it is.
He got it.
Dirty
No steals
player.
allowed.
Okay.
Couldn't let you steal, Wilt. That'd be too dirty.
Dr. Nick, you have an urgent turner. Urgent turner.
I think even if they were just skills and traits, I'd be struggling, Millsy.
Do you need a clue?
If that was, yeah, I will need a clue. If that was the target, just those, I'd be battling. All right, what have you got as a
Okay.
clue?
This player may be able to pull an urgent turner.
One turn.
This
One.
player may be able to.
Can't be one turn.
Yep, I've got it.
Else has got it. If you don't,
It
Nick.
can do a one turn.
Gutter runner.
Gutter runner.
That is the correct answer.
Well,
the
look, I have to
correct
say that
answer.
was, I probably should only get one for that. I mean, it was somewhat assisted by.
Oh, look, if they're foolish enough to give you clues, that's on them.
That's it. Yeah.
I've
I feel
stolen
like
enough.
I feel like a new.
I blame you,
Blood-
Zach. I could have got an extra point there.
I feel like a new Blood Bowl player all over again. It's just a world of mystery out there, and there's some people who've got the knack.
Okay, heading into round 4. I'll give you a bit of a points update. Babs so far is on 3 points. Wilt's on 5. Zach, 9. And Dr. Nick, 2.
Oh, rigged.
You've still got
You're
time to
still in
overtake
this?
Babs.
Well, speaking of Babs, it is your turn now, big fella. So here we go. Can reward. You'll be happy to know while he's thinking, I have actually downloaded cricket music, so I might actually have to put this in when Babs is waiting. Can reward, Babs.
Do I have to rock, paper, scissors, Zach, to see who gets to steal?
Yeah, we both know it, don't we?
I think we
Give
do.
us a
Okay.
Do we get half, do we
Give
get
us a
half a
clue.
point each?
Give us a clue.
A clue. Having this player can reward your team.
It's a war dancer.
It is a
there
war
is.
dancer. Nice work, Babs. Coming up for Wilts. Putrid Alleys. Putrid Alleys.
This has got to be Nurgle related, right?
Wow. Does it have to be? Putrid Alley.
I think I'm going to have to give you a clue, Wilts.
Just give me 2 seconds.
Do I get points if I can use all the letters in one word? It's nothing Blood Bowl related, so it's not the answer, but I can still do it.
We're not playing Scrabble here.
Alrighty, well, so I'm going to have to give you a clue, mate. You'd have to be this to hang out in putrid alleys.
Okay, no, what I've had doesn't really make sense. I thought it was plague-ridden, but no, it's not.
Yeah, I can see the letters for Slayer, but I can't make anything out of what's left.
You'd have to be this to hang out in putrid alleys.
Oh, I got it. Castile.
Go for it.
Really stupid.
Oh,
Really stupid. The steal for Nick.
we all feel it now.
Now
Yes.
I can
Yes,
see
we
it.
do.
I can see it
Oh,
now.
it's just like, oh, it's my love of troll. It's back. I
You
wanted to
redeemed
vomit.
yourself.
I wanted to vomit, but I got the stupid anyway.
Okay, Zach, you have donut chow.
That one's actually quite easy, I think. Touchdown.
It is a touchdown for Zach.
Yes, I think I was on the cusp of that one, Zach.
Touchdown.
Chicka chow.
Okay, Dr. Nick.
My last chance to struggle into redemption.
There's another round
Oh,
after this.
okay.
You have Stinky Age. Stinky Age.
It's got skink in it, hasn't it?
It's got skint, not
There's no,
skink.
yeah, there's no,
Right.
I was thinking K.
Do you need a clue?
Yes, I will. Yep.
This player may lie about their stinky age.
They might give you the stink eye.
They probably do. I think Zach's got the steal if you can't get it, Nick.
Stunty
Can I-
or something, but
Can I slink in first?
Oh, no.
all right, I got nothing.
Who's going to be the sneaky git and get it?
That's
Ah,
it.
Oh, it's going to be Zach, the sneaky kid.
Nice. No, I didn't see it. I didn't see it at all.
Okay. Last
so
round.
Before
Last
you do the
chance.
last round, can I ask how many of these are not skills and traits, like in total? Or are they all? I mean, many of them are.
Yeah, they're all something to do with
Mhm,
Blood Bowl. Some of them are players, some of them are skills, some of them are traits, some of them are, yeah, they're all pretty
Yeah.
tough. though.
Touchdown is none of the above. Like, it's not a skill. It's not a trait. It's not an action.
No, but it's just
It's
something
Blood Bowl related.
associated with it, yeah.
I have to get in now
So
because I'm not
Babs.
going to get Babs.
Babs, freeze match. So FREES, freeze match.
Give us a clue.
Okay, having this freeze the match for you. Now, I can give you another clue, Babs. You have used this before.
I've got it. Oh no, I withdraw.
Any guesses?
No.
Something catcher?
Any steals?
I thought I saw the word team in there, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yes.
I can get catcher in there or... Yeah.
It's got ref in it, I reckon.
No, it doesn't have ref. You need 2
No.
R's.
I'm out. No idea. I could see feet. Couldn't get anywhere.
Well, I'm going to have to reveal it, Babs. You have used this before. It's a Master Chef.
Ref, chef, so close, sort of.
There's no I in team, and there's
No.
not one in MasterChef either.
This is true. Okay, Wilts, you have a blue worm.
It's rather a bit personal, isn't it, Millsy?
I don't want to know how he knows.
What happens on tour stays on tour.
Blue worm. Okay, what's the clue?
What's the clue? Cram in an extra blue worm when you hire this guy. Anyone,
Zach for the
anyone
steal. Hire this guy.
Zach for the steal. What do you got?
I don't know how to spell it. but-
Rumbelow.
Oh dear. I was going through the goblins, but no, I didn't get there.
Rumbelow.
One of about 4-star players I know the names of because I'm going to use him in my ogres with all the stunty in our league.
Ah,
He's got tackle.
okay,
Yeah.
Zach,
Goblins.
you have, and I need to pronounce this correctly. You have Goblin Bucker with a B.
He is one, yes.
Goblin Bucker.
Mine's gone with block or blocking.
You need any clue?
I can't get the G working with anything in my head. Yeah, give us a clue.
Okay, well, I'll give you a clue. This player really is a Goblin Bucker.
It's going to be another star player, and this is where I fall down. I don't know them. Anyone got a steal?
Well,
Yeah.
what I had doesn't actually work because it needs to be an O instead of a U. I
Is it
thought
the
it was an
fact-
ogre blocker, but it does not match a U.
Is it the fat Skaven guy? What's his name?
Well, smash it.
Is Melzy wrong with his letters?
Milsey is not wrong with his letters.
So it's not an
I think
ogre
he is.
blocker
We'll
then.
go with an ogre. I think ogre blocker and Melzy's wrong.
Okay, Milsey is not wrong. It's actually a biggin blocker.
A biggin.
A biggin
A biggin.
blocker.
Ah.
Yep.
You mean what us old people call Black Hawk?
Okay. Yes.
Old
Yeah.
school,
Real
yeah.
Black Hawks.
You know, annoyingly, I thought Black Hawk to begin with, and then I failed on that and never got to Biggin.
Well, I got blocker. I just didn't pick up the rest of it.
Okay, Dr. Nic, our last one of the match. Vital decking.
Okay.
Vital decking.
Diving tackle?
Diving tackle for 3 points.
Boom.
Oh, you might have just overtaken me.
Nice.
Oh
I
no!
wasn't
it's-
even
I think
close to
it's-
that. I wasn't even close to that.
There's some bits of sound, you know, like vital decking. I'm like, what sounds like dive? You know, it just came to me.
My clue for that was make sure you're on vital decking when performing this. So our very first anagram quiz, we have, I'll start in last place. We have equal last on 5 points, Babs and Wilts. In second place, jumping over the top into 6 points is Dr. Nic. And our winner of the first anagram quiz is Zac on 13
Oh,
points.
yeah, well done,
Smashing.
mate.
Do it.
Yeah,
That's a 4-1
congratulations.
touchdown victory, Zach.
I got Sneak and Dirty Player there, so you know that just sums it up.
All right, are we ready to leap straight into our second quiz?
No, I haven't got my rule book in front of me yet. No.
This is all on the star players. I'm going to fail
Oh, okay.
horribly on this one, so at least I won.
Oh, no. You said you were going to fail on that one, Zac.
I actually, yes, anagrams surprisingly good. I should play Scrabble again.
So I need.
Alrighty, you're going to keep score on your
Yeah,
one,
I'll
Babs?
keep track of score. What I do need to do is I need everybody to come up with a buzzer. Now, the buzzer is not for when it's somebody else's turn, but there will be opportunities to jump in and grab additional points. So, I need everybody to come up with a buzzer. So I'm going to start with our last winner. So, Zac, come up with a buzzer sound.
I'll just my name, I suppose, Zac. Or
Yep, that'll do.
it's probably the easiest
Okay.
way.
Boring.
All right, Dr.
I
Nic.
know, boring.
I'm going to emulate the fumble throw teammate and go, woo!
All right, perfect. Excellent. Okay, Wilts.
Bzz.
Just a buzz. Okay, got it. Okay,
And you
brother.
call me boring.
I don't believe
Okay.
I have.
And Millsy?
Ribbit?
Okay, nice.
Come on now.
Perfect. All right, we're going to test our buzzers with 2 starter questions. Okay, now this quiz is actually called What Are the Star Player Frickin' Special Skills Called and What Do They Do? Now, in case you wonder whether I'm on a bit of a bent there and maybe making a point about the current BB 2020 rules, well, yes, I absolutely am. But the point is that this is a great opportunity to showcase a few things about the Star Player Special Skills. If you're listening in and you're playing along, whether you're on a train ride or whether you're at home or in your car, this will be one you can kind of follow along. Want to see how well you know the Blood Bowl 2020 Star Players Special Skills and their names. And there's might be a few consistency issues that I might be raising as a result of this quiz. I do want to give a big shout out to Blood Bowl Anyone. That is a UK-based podcast, and I may have completely pilfered the idea from them. So without further ado, there are 2 lead-in questions that are not about the star players and their special skills, and then we will get to those rounds in a moment. But first of all, I want all 4 of you to guess what is the total number of star players currently in BB 2020. I'll let you buzz in a moment, but I just want to clarify, Grack and Crumbleberry count as 2 separate stars in this tally. So who's buzzing in?
Whee!
Okay,
Ribbit.
that was Dr. Nic. How many star players?
35.
Okay. All right. Millsy, you were second. What's your guess?
63.
63.
63.
Okay. Still looking for 2 buzzers to come in.
Bzz.
Okay, Wilts.
48.
48. And Zac.
47 just to be that guy.
Okay. Well,
He's
you'll be
played the
interested to
prices
know.
right before.
You'll be interested to know that all of you are too low. The correct answer is there are 66 current star players, which just want to give a bit of a compliment to GW for supporting Blood Bowl by producing at least 64 of those star players, because we're still waiting on 2. And there are no bonus points if anybody wants to tell me what the 2 that we're still waiting on are.
Oh, Rowena.
Maple?
Maple Highgrove and...
Rowena, what's her name?
No,
No, Rowena Forestford has a miniature.
He's out.
No,
Oh,
Recently.
then it's
the spite
Slimmerside
thing.
Glimmersheim.
Yeah, Swiftmine Glimmersheim. Yes. Well done.
Swift.
All right. Are we ready for bonus?
Do I get a point for getting the closest?
Yes, you did.
Come on, 63
You
and
got
then
it behind,
66.
all right? You got the one.
You did get the point, Mr. Rivet. No worries. Okay. Question number 2. This is a warm-up question. There are points still in it. All right. If you are playing against a star player that has a title or an honorific at the beginning of the star player's name, what does that mean for their special skill?
Whee!
Okay, Dr. Nick.
So it's the Count, Count Luther von, what's his name? And he's a vampire, and Captain Katrina is also a vampire. So
What does
these
it
are
mean for their
vampires.
special skill?
Oh, okay. And Luther, he gets you a touchdown. But what does it mean for their skill? I don't think I've answered the question, have I?
Yeah, the question is, what does it mean for their special skill, their star player special skill?
No, I can't work that out.
Ooh, anybody want to steal?
Ribbit.
Go, Millsy.
Okay. So the honorific is a title, because you've also got like people like, I don't know if he's still back in there, Prince Moranian. So it's a. Does it mean that they can use their special skill once per half?
No, it does not. Good guess though.
This is-
All right, still got a couple people. Yeah, okay. That was the bzz from Wiltz. Go on.
So if we're sticking with the vampires, is it just that they actually have hypnotic gaze?
No, it's to do with their special skill. All right, Zach, free run at this.
I'm trying to think of their special skill. One gets a free reroll for the team. The other gets to, I think, bite anyone on the field.
Or,
So
or
is
did
it-
Millsy and Nick
is it
throw us off
something-
with a red herring?
Ooh.
Is it that the skill affects not just them? It affects their entire team.
Well, I think I'm going to give it to Zach. I'm going to give you the point, Zach.
Because the other honorific I can think of is the White Dwarf, which also affects someone
No.
else.
What about Lord Borak?
Yes.
The Black Goblin.
Lord Borak and Count Luthor are the 2 with honorifics. Captain is not an honorific because it actually means something. An honorific is a title that you don't actually do anything about. Like it's just you're either born into it or whatever. Like it doesn't actually have any responsibility with it. So Count Luthor and Lord Borak are the 2 honorifics. And of course, they both get a reroll. So of some
I
description.
threw myself. That was the issue, was thinking of Captain.
Yeah, yep. And
Do
Prince-
I get a bonus
Prince
point because I
Moranian-
also
Prince
mentioned
Moranian
Prince
would also
Moranian?
qualify, but he's not current in Blood Bowl 2020. We're waiting for the
And I
finals to
seriously
drop.
doubt he'll get a reroll for his team.
You don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, we are going to start round 1. You can whoever buzzes in first gets to go first for round 1, which is our easiest round. Who wants to go first?
Ribbit.
All right, Millsy. Okay, player number 1. What you have to do for these rounds is you have to tell me the name of their special skill, and you have to tell me what it is that the special skill does. Doesn't have to be word for word perfect. If you get either of them, you get 1 point. If you get both of them, you get 3 points. Okay. There is actually a bonus question attached to this that everybody else can jump in for. But Millsy, Griff Oberwald. Griff Oberwald. What is his special skill and what does it do?
Consummate Professional, I think the skill is called, and it allows him to re-roll any single dice once per game except for armor and injury.
Nice. I will pay all 3 points for that. Now, for bonus points, you can buzz in for this. Name me another player who has the same effect as this, and name their special skill. Okay, Wilts,
It's Puggy Bacon Breath.
what's the name of his special skill?
Something about halflings. Halfling
Yes,
luck.
it is. Yes! Well done. 1 point for that. There is another player. Anybody want to buzz in and tell me who that is? Same effect, different name.
Oh,
Zach.
Okay, Zach
Go,
got it.
Wilts.
I
Zach
think
got
this
it.
is
No,
one of the
no.
goblin ones.
Wilts, yours.
Zach didn't beat me into the buzzer.
Nah.
Are you counting Ripper Bolgrop because his is once per
Yes, I
half, not just once per
am.
game?
Yeah, and what is it called?
Thinking Man's Troll.
Brilliant. They're both bonus points stolen. Well done.
And
All right.
sadly, Wilts and I and probably Millsy talked about this on last weekend. This particular thing, and I couldn't remember them.
But I want to highlight for our listeners, all of those special skills have different names. Everybody clear on that? Okay. So Millsy went first. So Wilts, you're up next. The Swift twins, Valen and Lucian. What is their special skill and what does it do?
It's called 2 for 1,
Nice.
and it is the exact same skill that Grack and Crumbleberry have. And what it does is if the other one gets KO'd or injured out of the game, their loner 4+ roll drops to a loner 2+ roll.
And actually, the graph, I can't award any points for it now because you already said it, but that was the bonus question associated with that.
I thought, is he going to try for the bonus point in one
Too
go?
greedy.
So no one gets bonus points because I preempted it.
Lock this out.
Yeah,
Nice work.
okay.
Okay, I'll try not to do that next time.
Dr. Nick. All right, here we go. Maple Highgrove. There's been a lot of chat on podcasts about Maple. What is the special skill and what does it do?
Okay, so the special skill is something like Tangled Vines, and it allows her to block but not blitz, 2 squares away. And he's got grab, so he can block and then drag. But yeah, it's a standing block and it's once per half.
Yeah, nice.
And I know that because I played him. Yeah.
We've got the name mostly correct. I think I'm going to be nice and award it to you. It's Vicious Vines.
Vicious Vines.
Yeah, I think you can give that points.
Yeah,
That's
I
fine.
think I'll give it to you. Well done. And you can't follow up when you make the block. You got everything else.
That's right. You
there.
can't follow up.
All right, bonus point. Okay, who can name me a player that that gets 2 blocks as part of their special skill? And the reason it's associated with it is I feel like both Maple Highgrove and this star need some clarity, need an FAQ around how this actually works. Because people say, well, what about a block on a player where grab is cancelled? Like, isn't there a skill that kind of cancels grab somehow? Sidestep or something? Go on, Wills.
Well, I actually have 2 in mind. Is it Bilerod Vomit Flesh or is it Skylar and Fingrim?
Yeah, it's Skylar and Fingrim. Yeah, that's right. Yep, good. I'll give you the bonus point. Yeah, so
because Bilerod Vomit Flesh can throw up on someone and then still block in the same turn. But it has to be in that specific order.
Yeah, but I feel like they need FAQs because it names that Skylar can make 2 blocks, but doesn't say are they consecutive blocks like multiple block, or are they can you block, follow up, and then block a second player? It doesn't clarify. It doesn't.
To the best of my knowledge, you have to block Frenzy, block Frenzy.
Yeah, but it's not clarified. Likewise, Maple is in need of a FAQ, and everybody's just assuming that it's delayed. All right, that should leave Zach for round 1. Final one for round 1 is the Black Gobbo. What is the name of his special skill, and what does it do?
Oh, I'm terrible with star players, but the Black Goblin, doesn't he? He's the one that's got a secret weapon but doesn't actually get sent off, doesn't he? Isn't he a bomber or something?
He is a bomber, amongst other things.
But that's not his special rule.
Oh, Ribbit.
Oh, Millsy wants to steal.
Or is it something simple as he gets 2 foul actions?
Oh, nice recovery. Nice recovery. Do you have any idea about the name?
Oh, it'd be something sneaky-ish. Being a goblin and
I'm
getting
going to
2
pay it.
fouls.
I'm going to be nice. I'm going to pay. I'm going to give you the 3 points, Zach. Well done. It is sneakiest of the lot. So well done. You got the sneaky.
Yeah, all right.
It's 2 fouls.
I had no idea.
It's 2 fouls per turn, but one of them has to be the Black Gobbo making the foul. All right. So, yeah.
I'm so glad you didn't let me do the steal because I was wrong.
All right, we're up to now, Millsy. You can't chime in for this because you've gone first for the last round. We're up to round 2. So Currently, Wilts is in the lead, by the way. Wilts is currently in the lead with
by a
with
mile.
7 points. All right, so this round is called Gimme the Ball. All right, gimme the ball. All right, so there's a big clue. All right, so who wants to go first this round?
Whee!
All right, Dr. Nick. Rodney Roachbait. What is his special skill and what does it do?
Okay, so I think it's called Catch of the Day, and I think he uses a fishing rod to catch the ball. If it's within 3 squares, he can catch the ball and bring it to him, and immediately he has to do a dice roll, but then he can bring it to him and possess the ball.
Yeah. What role do you need to be successful? Have a
It'll
crack.
be an edge roll.
No, it's not an agility roll.
Okay.
Ribbit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Zach.
There's no points in it. I'm going to give you the 3 points anyway. It's 3 plus. 3 plus. 3 plus.
Right. What's his edge? Isn't his edge 3 plus? It's just it's 3 plus
It-
separately to his edge.
It doesn't. Yeah, it's not an agility roll.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, not linked.
agility.
Okay.
It's just a flat 3+ roll forever.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen Rowan Latta use it. So yeah.
Okay, Zach, you're up.
Has to be done at the start of his activation
Yep,
too.
there we go. Zach, you're up next. Guffle Pussmore. Remember, this round is called Gimme the Ball. What is Guffle Pussmore's special skill and what does it do?
Can you clarify who Guffle is?
Nurgle star player.
Yeah.
Massive big mouth, massive big tongue.
I got nothing. I don't even know who this star
Whee!
player is. I've never even
Alright.
seen Nurgle on the table.
Dr. Nick for the steal.
Okay, so I don't actually know what it's called, but I know that he can, if standing next to a player, he can just take the ball. I think he has to do something and then he can take the ball. So
Yep,
maybe he has to
more info needed. Yep.
armor roll, maybe? And then take
Yes.
the ball.
Yes, I'll pay that. Yes.
But I have no idea what it's called. Yeah.
If he's adjacent to a marked player that catches the ball, and of course he has on the ball, so he can use on the ball to get there. Then if the player catches the ball, he can make an armor roll, and if broken,
I never
he'll
twigged to
automatically
that.
use the ball. Yeah. So there we are. Well done. Well done.
Ah.
No one passes
Okay.
anyway. So.
What's it called?
Millsy, Hack Phlegm Scuttle Spike.
Yes.
Hack Phlegm Scuttle Spike.
Okay. Start of his activation, if he's standing beside someone with the ball, he can make an armor roll on them and take possession of the ball. And it's called give me the ball. Give me the ball. I don't know. No, I don't know what it's called.
Oh,
It's
anybody
called
want to steal
Treacherous.
the name? Nice.
Yeah.
Will steals the name. Well done.
But I still get a
Oh, by the way,
point.
nobody stole Guffle Pussmore's name. Anybody know the name of Guffle Pussmore's special skill?
Is it something about biting
Yes,
them?
it is something about bite. It is quick bite. I'll pay that. Well done.
Bite.
Does Hackman have to make an armor roll?
No, it's just it's an
No, he
automatic
just knocks.
knockdown.
He knocks
He just
down the
takes
player
it.
automatically.
Yeah,
He
knocks
takes
them
it
down.
automatically, and it's a
Yeah.
knockdown.
that's it. Yeah.
But there's still an
Yeah,
armor.
but a knockdown requires
It
an armor
does,
roll.
but
Okay, Wilts.
Don't you be coming in with technicalities here.
Your gimme the ball star player is Boa Constrictor.
oh yeah, this is where I actually remember the name more than the skill itself. It's called something like "Look into my eye,"
Ribbit.
Nice. Yes, it is.
because he's
Damn it,
he's
I
doing
knew that.
hypnotic stuff with his snake-like gaze. And does it literally just give him the ball and hypnotic gaze the opponent at the same time, or is it he just takes the ball?
Whee!
Ooh, what? Actually, Millsy, were you trying to steal that, or was it the name you were trying to steal?
I was trying to steal
Okay,
the
Dr.
name,
Nick,
yeah.
you're up for the steal. Go.
Yeah, so I remember thinking how not good the skill was. I remember he can take possession of the ball and his activation ends, and it doesn't do anything to the other player. And I think it's on like a 2+.
Yes, that's the extra bit of detail I needed. Dr. Nick gets that point. Wilts gets 1 point for the name. Look into my eyes. Well done. All right, that brings us to the end of round 2.
I'm going to jump in. I'm going to take off for a bit. I deal with some kids. Apologies.
So, Zach, you're dropping out of the quiz?
Yeah. Yep.
No
Sorry.
worries.
Go
I don't have any.
All right.
You allocate them to
So
Zach.
Zach was tailing at the end of that round, so he's only on 4 points. Dr. Nick is on 8 points. Millsy is on 5 points, and Wilts is on 10 points. So there you go. So Wilts on
Ooh, straight into
10,
the challenge.
Dr. Nick on 8, Millsy on
So
5. We're up
close.
to round 3. This round is called Smash Face. That is a clue as to what is involved in this round. And Dr. Nick or Wilts, who wants to go first? Actually,
I'll
Wilts, you
go.
went first. You went, yeah, okay, Dr. Nick.
Was
So
it smash face or smash base?
smash face, as in all of these
Face.
have to do with blocking your opponent. Okay,
Okay.
so first star player is Frank N. Stein. Frank N. Stein.
Yes. Yep. Okay, you want to know special skill and
Yeah,
so
what's
on?
the name and what does it do?
Yeah, so I think he's just got one of those standard mega brutal block.
Yes, that
and
is actually the name of his skill. Well done. No, I would not have done that. Well done. Brutal block is the name of his skill. Yep.
And I'm pretty sure he's just going to be getting a mighty blow, a one-off mighty blow. So he's going to get a +1 to the armor or the injury, and he can take it after the roll if he wants.
Not quite close enough for me to give you the point. I'm sorry, Dr. Nick. Wilts or Millsy, either of you want to steal? Is that you, Wilts?
Yep. It is only on the armor roll for Frank.
Incorrect. Millsy, you want to have a go at this?
Ribbit.
Go on.
Is it for the injury roll?
Yes, it is. It is +1 for the injury only. Nice. All right. Okay, so here we go. We're up to Millsy. We're up to the Mighty Zug.
The Mighty Zug. Is it called Indomitable?
No, it is not.
No. Okay. I was just asking. That wasn't my answer. I was just asking for clarification. I didn't
Sorry,
say
buddy.
it is called.
Tell me what.
He's
Tell me what it
stalling.
does.
He's stalling.
What it does is it adds mighty blow for armor or injury once per half.
Sorry, Millsy. All right, Wilts or Nick wants to steal, and you can steal
so
either the name or what it does.
This one's just for armor.
Correct.
This one's
Wilts,
a
I'll
+1
give you
just
that.
for armor. And
Somebody
it's
want to
called
steal the name?
Crushing Blow.
Correct. Well
And
done.
he's already got mighty blow, hasn't he? So it's like
Yes.
2.
Yeah, you can add
Do
it
you
on.
have the rule book in front of you, Wilts?
No.
You are a rule book.
Yeah, that's why we love him on the potty. Let's not.
That's why he's on here.
All right, but
Is there a bonus question for this one, Babs?
there is a bonus question. Which other star player has this special skill?
Bzz, bzz.
Go on.
It's Varag Gulchur.
Nice. Well done.
He's my boy.
Boys.
All right, Wilts, we're already chatting to you. It's your turn. Anky Panky.
Hanky Panky. Oh no, this is one of the new ones that I haven't actually looked at a lot of recently. Can I get half a point and guess it has the word blow in there somewhere?
Yes, it does. Well done.
Boy, come on.
It's actually called Savage Blow. I'll give you that.
Oh yeah, no, I actually have no idea what it does, but if it's going on the same theme, is it +1 to injury after he's looked at the dice roll?
No, it is not. Millsy or Dr. Nick, would you like to try and steal?
Ribbit.
Okay, go Millsy.
What did Wilt say? +1 for injury. Is it +1 to armor?
No, it isn't. All right, Dr. Nick, free reign. Have a shot.
Does he get to re-roll one of the dice?
Yes. Well done.
Oh,
Yes.
Nick.
Yeah, once per game, when he performs a block action, he may choose to re-roll any number of the block dice. Yeah, but it is only a once per game. All right. Now, this is an opportunity for anybody to steal because Zach's not here and this would be his guess. So, Wilhelm Chaney, who wants to try and steal either the name or what the skill does? That was you, Dr. Nick.
Yeah. Oh, I should have thought about that for a second more. Okay. So his
No,
special.
take your time just so Wilts can't get it.
His, oh no,
Just do
I've,
that half point stuff that Wilts does to throw you the points.
I will. I'm training. Oh, it's. You know what? I've gotten confused with a fox. It's like it's called something like "It's My Ball." I
Yeah,
thought.
no, incorrect.
No,
All right,
I've
off
got
we go, Wilts.
This is it's called Savage Mauling
Nice. Yep.
because
And what does it
he's
do?
a werewolf.
Yep.
It lets him re-roll the injury dice.
Yes, correct. Reroll one injury dice. And I guess I'm raising, like, other than the fact that crushing blow is used twice, all of these skills could really just be the one same special skill. What the hell are they doing with all these random things? All right. I am going to pause now. I'm going to come back for a bonus point from that bonus question from that round. All right, we're ready to jump in with the bonus questions for this round.
Bonus
Yep.
question.
Yeah, so bonus question. Okay. Name me one of two other players that you can get +1 to injury through their star player special skill.
Bzz.
John Wilkes.
Ivan, the undead dude that hates dwarfs. He can get a bonus to injuries.
Ribbit. I can give you the name. Ribbit.
Ivan the Animal Death Shroud. Yeah.
That's the
That's
one.
him.
If it's a dwarf, yeah, I guess I'll pay that. That wasn't actually one of the ones I had written down. But yes, that's Dwarven Scourge. Yes, it's fair. Fair. Actually, no, he gets the +1, irrespective of whether it's a dwarf. It's +2 if it's against a dwarf. So yes, once per game, Ivar can get an extra +1. That's true. I'll pay it.
Ivan.
Wee.
Yeah, go on, Dr. Nick.
Yeah, it's the dwarf guy, not the white dwarf. It's the Slayer, the Ranger dwarf.
Ranger dwarf. I'll pay it. Grim Iron Jaw. Well
How do you
done.
know you're on an
Good
Aussie podcast?
job. The Ranger dwarf. Brilliant. That's now going to be his new star player name.
And can you name the Ranger dwarf's special rule name?
Isn't he
Ooh.
just like it's Slayer? Like he's a Slayer?
Correct.
It
is
is.
actually because it's called
Yeah.
Slayer. Well done. Yeah. Now, mind you, you're only eligible to get that extra +1 to arm or injury if you've successfully knocked down a strength 5 or higher player.
Oh, so it's a true Slayer, like only against big dudes kind of thing.
Yeah, correct. Now there is another player. We're still hunting. Anybody want to have a crack? I'll give you a clue. He's fairly new to Blood Bowl 2020.
Ribbit.
Go on. Go, Millsy.
Is it Anky Panky?
No, we've already covered Enki. No, somebody we haven't talked about yet.
Ribbit. Is it Glottal Stop?
No, it's not him.
Stop.
He's got that savagery one where you can savage the other team instead of your own team.
Final guesses, anyone?
Bzz.
Go on.
Is it Rashnak Backstabber with
Yes.
his stabby stab?
What's it? What's the name of his special
Oh,
skill?
I got it.
Something about poisons, but I can't
Poison
remember.
blades, yeah.
No, it isn't. It's called Toxin Connoisseur. What does it do, Wilts? Because I'll give you the bonus for that one.
It lets you add 1 to the injury roll on a successful stab once per game.
Yeah, +1 to injury on a stab. It's pretty straightforward. Now, hang on. Just want to double check I tallied these bonus points. Millsy, did you pick up any bonus points then?
Yeah, I got 4.
Yeah, sure.
He got all of them.
All right. Well, I think Wills is running away with it at this point, but we're ready to enter for final round.
Final round,
Yeah.
let's go.
Final round. Okay, this is the challenging round. I've deliberately picked obscure star players for the final round. So let's hit up. Who wants to go first this final round?
I'll go first this time.
All right, Wills. Okay. I'm actually going to deliberately pick an obscure one for you. With a grasp, double draw.
Yes?
What is the name of his special skill and what does it do?
It's called Watch Out,
Oh, nice.
and it's something to do with him having 2 heads. Does it let him re-roll a dodge roll once per game?
Yeah. No, does not. Anybody want to steal?
Wee!
Go on, Dr. Nick.
I think he gains the dodge skill.
Yeah, there's specific parameters around it. You're correct.
He can at the beginning of his activation, I think he can gain the dodge skill for that activation only?
No, not quite. No. The first time each half he's blocked, he acts as though he's got dodge. I'll give it to you anyway, Dr. Nick. That's one for you, one for Wilts. Okay, who's going second in this round?
Yeah, I'll go second.
All right, Dr. Nick. Okay, we're going to go Grombrindle. Grombrindle, who we call the
Oh,
White
yes,
Dwarf.
yeah.
What is
Yep.
his special skill and what does it do?
Oh, it's something I looked at it, literally looked at it earlier yesterday. It's something like Wisdom of the Ancient, and he can confer one of 3 skills on a player that he's in base contact with. I guess is it every turn he can do it? But he's in base contact, and he could do something like give someone swift feet or sure feet is one, weirdly.
Yeah, sure feet's one. Yep.
Yeah, mighty blow.
Yep.
I think, and then the other one is
There's actually two.
Ribbit,
There's
ribbit.
two others.
Ribbit,
Go on, Millsy.
ribbit,
Go on,
ribbit.
Millsy.
Is it break tackle?
One of them's break tackle. Is one we're missing. Arguably the most useful one for a gnome team.
Dauntless.
Yeah, nice.
that's the one that they take for gnomes, right?
Yeah, it's part of I think that's part of the reason he's so useful for the gnomes. All right, I'm going to give you 2 points for that, Dr. Nick. I'm going to give one to Wilts, one to Millsy for the art steal. Okay, so Millsy, we're going to go Willow Rosebark.
Yep, I know what. Willow Rosebark.
Now, just to clarify, Maple is a he. Willow is a she. Just clarifying.
Okay, well, Willow, she, have no idea.
I'll give you a big clue. You've actually mentioned it once this quiz already.
Oh, is it indomitable and gets mighty blow once per half?
Yes.
It's not mighty blow.
Not mighty blow. It's not mighty blow.
No, it's +1 to it. No, not mighty blow.
Whee! I got in.
Yeah, we
take it, guys.
I think it's like Carla. Can't she like double her strength to double that of the person she's blocking?
Yes, correct. Yep. And you just
And
stole
there goes the bonus point of who was the other one. Yeah, Carla. I knew Carla.
Yeah, I had no idea what it was called, but I do remember this one.
Once per game when they use Dauntless, they can get to double their opponent's strength and not just equal. Yes.
Yeah. And here's for the final question. Here's Zach's star player. So you can steal Roxana Darknail.
No idea. I've never looked at her.
Bzz, bzz.
All right, off we go, Wilts.
Millsy, you're supposed to go ribbit.
No, I buzzed in for you, so you can get
you're
it
buzzing
wrong.
in for me.
And then I can steal off you.
I can't remember what it's called, but she gets to gain sprint once per game.
Nice, yeah, she does. Yeah, she gets sprint. Yeah, that's it. I'll give you a point for that. Anybody want to have a crack at what it's called?
She gets to try and pretend to be a gutter runner once per game.
Yeah. I mean, it just raises my beef, right? Like, why not just give a sprint, honestly?
It does seem like a pretty not that great skill.
Yeah. Anybody want to have a crack at what the name of her special skill is called?
Super Dash.
Super Dash.
Has it got rush in there?
No, it's called Burst of Speed. Burst of Speed. All right, well, it comes as no surprise at all that our winner of this quiz is Wilts. Don't ask me to tally. Hang on, 10, 12, 13, 14, 20 points. 20 points.
Jesus. Well done,
Oh,
Wilts.
hey.
So 4 rounds, 3 points each. So out of a possible 12, Wilt's got 20.
Yeah, because he stole a bunch. That's exactly right. And there were bonus questions in there. Yeah. All right, well done, everybody. That's the end of the quiz.
Thanks, guys.
That was awesome.
Thanks, Nick, for being on.
I reckon Mickey would have been in with a shot for some of those.
Yeah,
Well, I
more
think
chance than me.
certainly it shows that we know our star players far better than Blood Bowl anyone commentators do or podcasters. That there was a lot
None of this
a lot
Wilts knows them, not we.
Well, and let's face it, that's part of the reason why he's on the podcast, right? Like, is his rules expertise. All
Guess
right,
it
thanks
does.
again, Dr. Nick.
All right. No worries. Cheers, guys. See ya.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers,
Bye.
mate.
Well, they were awesome. There's a lot of editing in there, but no, that'll be cool.
You won't have the whole crew coming back this year, but Stewie and I are coming up.
Yeah, I know, mate. It's pretty exciting to get the one and only reigning champion back, I guess. You got to come back and defend it.
Well, that's it. The real question is whether I bring back the reigning team or just bring another team and see if I can win it with a different faction.
Well, according to Glowworm, Skaven are a chaos team.
Well, they worship a chaos god, the Horned Rat.
Mhm.
So,
Depends
yes.
on the timing, doesn't it? Because isn't that the whole lore around the end times of Warhammer Fantasy Battle? Was that the Horned Rat wanted to be a chaos god? And that
No, he
was,
already was a chaos god. The Vermin Lord is a greater demon of Skaven and has been since like 3rd edition.
but he wasn't in the pantheon of chaos gods or something. I don't know. I thought the whole idea was it was his attempt to, and successful attempt to join their ranks.
Look, we don't talk
Destroying.
about anything that came out after 1998, all right? Doesn't count.
Sounds fun to me. I'm just clarifying that according to the time frame of when Blood Bowl is.
Yeah, even in 94, 95, the Horned Rat was still a chaos god. Just
What,
because he wasn't part of the official 4 doesn't stop him from being one.
just a lesser one, like Hashut, I guess.
Exactly. Or Malal, if you believe in that stuff.
Yeah, we got fireworks happening in about 10 minutes here. So if the
Yep.
family wants to watch the fireworks, we could literally watch it from our balcony, so we don't have to go anywhere. Is there anything else we want to organise for that next session?
Who's doing the intro question this time? I think it's you, Babs.
Yeah, I can do that if you like. No worries.
You haven't done an intro to the episode for a while yet. Oh, Fractal Frenzy. How did I miss that? When is that?
May.
Although it's not really a tale of, well, he was playing dwarves against goblins.
As in he was the goblins or he was the dwarves?
He was the dwarves, and they rolled there was like 2 goblins and a troll for the last drive, and they rolled a riot or whatever it was, and every single one of his dwarves was placed prone.
Did they score the touchdown to win the game while he was down?
No, and he was already 2-0 up.
Then where's the woe?
Yeah, have another look, I reckon. Down Under World Denizens discusses games, workshops, games, and products such as Blood Bowl, Gutter Bowl, Dungeon Bowl, and Crunch. We also discuss other fantasy football board games and concepts from other companies such as Dread Ball, Guild Ball, Grind, Elf Ball, Myth and Goal, Blitz Bowl, Chaos Ball, Monsters of the Midway, and Feud Ball. We discuss products and services such as miniatures or software made by producers suitable for several of these board games. Games Workshop terms and conditions in point 2.1 state they grant the user the non-exclusive right to use their authorized intellectual property for broadcasting and other media-related activities such as commentary and opinion pieces, blogs, and other similar informational and descriptive purposes. Down Under World Denizens respects and honors these terms.